Paul said you are already bought with a high price with the blood of Christ, so you belong to Christ. So you cannot sleep with temple prostitutes, because then you'll be joined with another god. Although it's a false god, you'd be joined with another god. This is idolatry. This is sexual idolatry. This is pornia. Pornia does not simply mean premarital sex. Hence why premarital sex is never mentioned in the Old Testament, but pornia, also known as sexual idolatry, is. Remember the sin of Israel with the Moabite women? And how the sons of Israel bowed down to the pagan gods? They cheated on God by worshipping other gods. They did not cheat on God by sleeping with women. That's just ridiculous. Even Scripture emphasized 3 times why God was angry. And it was not because they slept with the women, but because they joined themselves with the Baal of Peor. Paul was speaking to the Corinthians and those in Ephesus. At that time, temple prostitution was all that existed. The pagan goddess Aphrodite, the goddess of sex, every prostitute was affiliated with the shrine temple prostitution. So it was not possible to even sleep with a regular prostitute. Basic research about these time periods will reveal this fact. When Paul was speaking to these congregations, all that existed was temple prostitution. So if a man wanted to see a prostitute, it wouldn't just be a regular prostitute, because then he would just join himself with a woman, which there was no penalty for in the Mosaic law. That's not cheating against God. You don't cheat against God by being with women. You cheat against God when you bow down and worship with your spirit to an idol, an act that only belongs to God. You make love with God, metaphorically. You give yourself to God by worshipping Him. If you give yourself to an idol, you're cheating against God. What belongs to God, you're giving to an idol.